Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Stand in your manhood. Now, you know, with that title, I've done thousands of videos. I probably did that same title before. I don't know. I didn't check, but I was moved to really talk about that. See, one of the main things that you have to do as a man is stand up as a man. Stand up in your manhood. Because let's just be real out here. There are a lot of forces that try to make it sound like you got a problem. And they ain't talking about some blatant toxic masculinity where, you just, somebody's abusing somebody or something. That definitely exists. But it also, many men will stand in their manhood by just simply protecting the people around them. Sometimes even when it might be a position of death. They could face death. Like if you standing in your manhood, you protect your children from somebody bullying them. You standing in your manhood when you protect your mate. You standing in your manhood when you hear that sound, you're in your house, you hear that sound at 3 a.m. in the morning and you're already out of bed. Your lady laying next to you, she don't have to say, hey, what was that sound? You're already downstairs. She should hear you and you checking on it. And then when you out and about, or when you standing up on your principles, even on a job, I'm gonna be real, there's been plenty of jobs, I stood on my principles for something, I could have easily lost the job. But I was like, no, I ain't gonna compromise it, not even for money. As much, and yeah, I know I love to make money. And as much as men need to make money. But see, if you don't stand up as a man, you'll be on your knees as a boy. You will be constantly following someone else. They will constantly take advantage of you. And you have to stand up, even if it's to a religious leader, you got to stand up for who you are. You got to let people know. And I'm going to tell you what, people might try to say, you get some forces try to say, oh, that's a problem. Or, some people even say, you're a problem solver. People saying that's toxic masculinity. No, that's them trying to use their power over you. See, the very nature of a man is to be assertive, is to be aggressive, is to see the path. When I talk about the house of the man, what I talk about? The warrior. As a man, you got to be willing to protect those in your charge, those within your boundaries. So a woman don't have to ask you to be a protector. You automatically going to be one. The ego, you're going to solve problems. You're going to look ahead. Because I've been seeing some stuff lately talking about, well, if a man, there's something wrong with a man if he's, being logical and not emotional. And we got our emotional part, but see, when we solve problems, we solve it with logic. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But see, you got some forces out there, they want the man to be all emotional and everything. Yeah, but then when that man's just as emotional as them, nothing's getting done. I'm gonna tell you what, if you in a household, one of y'all gotta be more logical, one of y'all. And many women don't like it when they the more logical one any damn way. So it's like, well, just be logic. If you want to solve problems, see, it's our nature to solve problems. It's our nature to go out and hunt. A woman don't really have to ask us to be a provider. That's part of who we are. All the women have to do is really sit back. If they have to ask a man to do all that stuff or complain, well, really, they complain about some of the little boys that many women are choosing to go for. Let's just be real with it. They choosing some little boy, because a man in his most natural, he's going to provide for his loved ones and those within his boundary. And then even when a man make love to a woman, he's going to bring her pleasure because he's being active in doing that. That is the house of the man. That's the house of the man. That's how it's properly said, but the house of the man. But you got to stand up in it. There's always going to be some forces out there that don't want you to stand up, who say, well, you should be this, you should be that. No. This is how I am. If you don't like it, you look them dead in the eye. Say, if you don't like it, move on. You don't have to deal with me. Because you're doing it for your own life anyway. Like I always say, shoot, you doing it so you can get through life. You ain't doing it for everybody else. You ain't trying to please anybody. As a man, you got your principles, not somebody else's principles. You got things you stand on. You have a code. It's not their code. If they don't like, I'm gonna tell you something now. Usually when somebody tries to belittle your manhood or try to say you should be doing this or that, that's a power move. That's a power move. You look them dead in the eye and you say, no, this is how I am. If you don't like it, stay the fuck away from it. And say it like that. And if they try to say, oh, you being this and that, yeah, I am. Are you paying me? Are you paying me? Are you putting money in my motherfucking pocket? Stay the fuck away. If you don't like something, because really, if you break down when somebody trying to break down what you trying to do, they doing it because they can have power. No, we need more men to stand on who they are. This is how they're going to do it. This is how they're going to run it. You know? And no matter what they got, they don't got nothing. If it's somebody else, they try to say, well, I'll pay you to do it now. No, because that goes against my code. Or some woman trying to say, well, you know, if you want to get me, say, who the fuck are you? You ain't. Are you going to be a liability, an asset to me, or a liability? Because your main relationship is with yourself. Your main relationship is with yourself. So you want to stand on who you are no matter what. And see, we need more men to do it. Because trust me, if we had a more critical mass of men standing up, trust me, it'd be a more peaceful world. You know? It'd be a more peaceful world. You know what? I had talked about that before. And some women got on there and said, well, there wouldn't be rape or assault. You know, if men were really keeping order. Well, when a woman is raped or assaulted, who does she call? She calls a man to deal with it. Those are usually policemen who come to the door, or her cousins, male cousins. See, it's funny. I'm going to tell you something in this world. People don't want a man until they actually need one. You get these women talking about, oh, I'm tough, I'm this, I'm that, I'm independent. Yeah, somebody rubbed them the wrong way, who they calling a man? You know? When you have kids in school not doing well or something, where the men at? No, men stand up. Men do so without apology. And like I said, if somebody don't like it, tell them, well, yeah, tough. Well, this is what you're going to get. You don't like it, stay the fuck out of my way. And say it just like that to them. Look them dead in the eye and say, stay the fuck out my way then. This is what I'm going to do. Because that's the problem. I'm going to tell you what, that's the problem I have. People will say that stuff until they really need that man to stand up and do something. Then it's like, oh, where you at? Now, I almost lost my life a few times standing up for some other men because they weren't standing up. They weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. No, stand in your manhood no matter what. If somebody don't like it, like I said, you look them dead in the eye and say they don't have to be around you. You don't owe them anything. Shoot. You can look at them and say, you ain't fuck financing or feeding me. What you need? Yeah, I'm gonna be rough about that. Yeah. And if somebody don't like this, you don't have to comment. You don't have to follow me. Block me. If somebody don't like it. Don't comment. Don't waste your time. Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm in a place now. I'm saying just standing on my manhood where I don't have to work for another human being. You know? I don't have to. I can deal with stuff on my terms. That's what it means to be a man. All right? So stand in your manhood, all right? And if somebody don't like it, tell them to step on. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.